Welcome to the little bracket of horror, the pod that puts the fight in fright.
You have created a monster and it will destroy you. It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! The monster. He's been seen in the hills terrorizing the mountainside.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Derek, and today we have a listener submission. Lisa R. gave us Psycho Goreman, but unfortunately she is unable to join us today, so we have a fill-in for Lisa, her hubby, Roger R.
It's me, Psycho Goreman.
It clearly is. Good job. You sound just like him.
It's me, it's Roger. I am back.
Yeah, Roger's back. You may know him from Nightbreed,
Dash Cam.
Dashcam.
The number one episode of the...
Number one episode by a long mile, couple miles. What else did you do with us? Frozen.
Frozen.
You did something else too.
I think. Oh, we did the countdown of 2024.
Oh, that's right. We did the 2024
our favorite
horror
movies,
films. That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, we'll be doing that again this year too. So that'll be out in like the beginning of January or something, like we did last year. But also Shelly is Shelly's without us as well today. She's getting ready for a pretty big trip, so she's got a very busy schedule. So we'll be getting her back in the pod here soon. But yeah, it's gonna be a dude party. It's Dead Dad Club.
Dead Dad Club.
It's Dead Dad Club.
Something that Derek and I formed when my dad died.
That's right. Yeah, we and vasectomy
Yes.
club too. So
Very exclusive.
we keep getting more and more exclusive. Yeah.
Your son can't wait to be in the Dead Dad Club.
Oh,
When I
that's fucked.
When I looked
Yeah,
at
yeah.
him weird, I was like, oh.
Yeah. But let's start this off how we start them all off. Roger, has anything recently happened scary, or have you watched anything scary recent you want to talk about?
Well, we just completed our final Spooky Empire
Yes.
show as volunteers/staff members. Lisa's with them for 21 years. I was
Wow.
been with them for the last 5
Okay.
or so, 5 or 6. But that's all done. We had a good time. Met some celebrities.
Nice.
Even had when I was getting an autograph of the guy that plays Laddie from Lost Boys, I was telling him about Lisa being a big fan. She was at the booth. So he came on his own on the final day, came over and made sure he said hi to her.
Oh, that's
Well,
awesome, dude.
And I didn't even ask him to.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
that was pretty cool. She was excited to get the send-off.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything spookier? No, not really. Watched a couple movies with our countdown of Halloween. Normal Halloween,
Yes.
Halloween 3, and all those
I'm
movies.
sure you watched Trick or Treat too.
Yep.
That's a Halloween
Yep.
movie.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Tales of Halloween.
Oh my gosh, I just watched. I think it was Tales of Halloween.
Oh, you watched it?
I did.
What-
There was like fucking 12.
Yeah. It's just segments.
God damn. I got so. I was just so bombarded with different stories in that one. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm buried.
Well,
But I watched that a couple weeks back. Yeah.
But we talked about the new VHS
Yes.
Halloween before we started watching Psycho Goreman.
We
and
did.
How awesome it is, especially that last one, the last segment.
Yeah, the haunted house,
highly
yeah.
recommended.
Yeah, that's a great recent horror themed movie, I would say, and a return to form maybe for VHS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very welcome return to form.
Yeah.
Just
What-
skip over VHS Viral. You don't have to watch that. That one sucks.
Yeah. Trash. Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
What about you, Derek?
Oh, well, you're throwing it my way. Good job. What have I watched recently? I think I wrote... Oh, yeah. For those who listen to the podcast, I've recently talked about how my little horror movie at work has resurfaced, and this last week was my choice. And we were trying to find films that had Halloween themes, and I found a film on Tubi called Jacko that had like a pumpkin head killer on it. And it said it happened during Halloween, and we watched it, and it was absolute garbage. It's on Tubi, but The only things to note for the film, at least for me, is that the neighborhood that like the kid and the family lives in the movie was in Apopka, Florida. So pretty local to us here in Lakeland, Florida for this recording anyways. So not too far from us. And then Lena Quigley is in it, and she's got a shower scene, so that's pretty cool. And that's essentially the only redeeming parts of Jacko.
Boobs.
It's the longest shower scene. It's ridiculous. And it's how we get introduced to her character. She's just in the shower, soaping up, and we're there for like 2 minutes. And compared to the rest of the film, it is the best part of the movie. So if anyone wants to check out Jacko, it's available on Tubi.
Well, I did. I didn't mention this when I watched it by myself when Lisa was out. I watched Night of the Reaper off Shudder.
Okay.
And that's takes place. It's Halloween-y. It was pretty decent. Throwback like to the 80s, 90s slasher movies. So it's pretty good. I recommend that one off Shudder.
Right. I'll have to put that on the list. Night of the Reaper? Is that what?
Night of the Reaper.
Night of the Reaper.
Shudder.
On Shudder. There you go.
Get 25 cents every time we say Shudder.
Oh, you do?
You do.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Maybe sponsor.
Maybe sponsor. Yeah. there is a podcast out there called Shudder Reviews or whatever, but we could be another Shudder. All right, so I think we're ready to get into Psycho Goreman. Are you ready, Roger?
I was born ready when I tear your soul and bathe in your blood, Derek.
That's all I needed to hear. All right, so the first segment is Dig Up the Bones. And that's where I introduce the movie and give a brief summary. So, Psycho Goreman is a Canadian sci-fi action horror comedy released on January 22nd, 2021 in theaters, VOD, and Shudder. Written and directed by Steven Kostanski. Other credits include the Veggie Masher segment in VHS 94, Manborg, and The Void. Music by, it's a group called Blitz Berlin. They're a group of 3 Juno Award-winning film composers. The trio is best known for Jordan Peele's Scare Tactics, Blade Runner 2026, and Silent Night, Deadly Night, the remake. The members are Martin Matchville, Tristan Tarr, and Dean Rode. Cinematography by Andrew Appel. Other credits include Deathstalker, Operation Avalanche, and In a Violent Nature. Special effects supervisor Chris Nash. Other credits include Z is for Zagat and ABCs of Death 2. Please speak continuously and describe your experiences as they come to you, which is perhaps the longest movie title I've ever fucking seen. And he is also the writer-director of In a Violent Nature. So, starring Nita Josie Hanna as Mimi. Other credits include only one other film, and it is called Books of Blood. And then we have Owen Meyer as Luke. Other credits include Alternate Ground, Alienated, and Terrifier 2. Then we have Adam Brooks as Greg. Other credits include Father's Day, Divorced Dad, and Frankie Frico. And there's Alexis Cara Hansey as Susan. Other credits include East End, Silver Tongue, and Scarborough. Scott Flint as Sweet Poor Innocent Alistair. Other credits include A Date, Sappy Holiday, and Sorry About the Demon. And there's Kristen McLouch as Pandora. Other credits include Deprived Mind, Scarborough, and Sorry About the Demon. And then Anna Tierney, she gave us the voice of Pandora. Other credits for her include a bunch of TV series such as Three's Pines, Deceit, and Summer Lane Drive. And then we have Matthew Niebuhr as Psycho Goreman. Other credits include Death Valley, Deathstalker, and Death Cycle. And finally, we have Steve Veloz as the voice of Psycho Goreman. Not Roger, it's Steve. Other credits include a TV series Alien House, a Mistletoe Time Machine, and Untitled Home Invasion Romance. Moving on to our production companies, we have Raven Banner Entertainment and Dystopia Films. It's distributed by RLGE Films. Sequels, prequels, none. but there is a comic book that was funded on Kickstarter called Psycho Goreman. And if you would like the comic book, you can go order it on lethalcomics.com. Roger, are you a comic book guy?
Not really. I used to collect Walking Dead and Back to the Future comics, but that was it.
That was it? Okay, and then you're tapped?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to be going to get the Psycho Goreman? I know you have the record.
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I got the soundtrack
You do.
on vinyl, and it rules.
It does.
It's really good.
It's the heckin' best. All right, so budget for this film was $670,000. Box office $137. Rotten Tomatoes score 92% on the tomato meter and a 65% on the audience popcorn meter.
A very limited release.
Yes. Well, it was COVID. We talked about it a little
Yeah.
bit, but COVID messed it up. I think it was supposed to have a bigger theatrical release, but it was coming out in 2020, and then they held on to it, and they did a theatrical release a little bit in 2021, but mostly it was available on Shudder and other VOD services. So,
But for $600,000, movie looks pretty good.
oh
And
yeah,
the special effects are good, and the makeup.
absolutely. All right, moving on. Psycho Goreman's synopsis. Actually, it's Psycho Goreman, not Min. So, Psycho Goreman synopsis. Brother and sister Mimi and Luke resurrect an alien overlord after they accidentally obtain the gem of Paraxis. Not long after, some friends and foes of the alien come calling, and a battle is waged for the fate of the galaxy. So, reactions to landing on Psycho Goreman. Roger, I know Lisa gave it to us, but obviously you have some affinity for the movie as well. How did you feel when you found out we landed on it?
Very excited. It's one of the rare movies that my wife likes, that we both like.
There you go. I know she likes movies.
Yeah, yeah. But it was one of the ones I showed her because I heard good things about it from other podcasts and stuff. And I was like, hey, let's watch this. And we watched it, and we both really enjoyed it. It's just fun, start to finish. It's a good time. And she wanted to put it on the wheel, and she's not here.
No, she's not here. She's a busy lady.
She's here in spirit.
She is here in spirit. We're in her house, so she better be. But for myself, I've never seen this before until we landed on it for the podcast. I know it's a fairly recent film, but I've seen the thumbnail on Shudder for years now, and I've never gotten around to seeing it. And I've heard good things about it. I heard it was a fun ride. So when we landed on it, well, when Lisa gave it to us and then we landed on it, I was excited to check a movie out and get you guys on the podcast. So yeah, that was my initial reaction. Roger, are you ready to get on to the next part of this podcast?
Yes, I am, Derek.
All right, Roger. Next part is Feasting Fiends. And that's where we get into our topics of pros, cons, characters, dialogue, and then our favorite kills / scares. Roger, with us being in your house, in your lovely abode, please give us your pros first.
Pros. I like the good old practical effects that the movie uses. It's mixed in some CGI too, but overall pretty practical and looks pretty good. All the monsters and the old school way of building the costumes and stuff. As we talked about, Gunn gives it that Power Ranger. If you ever watched the Power Rangers growing up, that feel to it. That's what makes it fun, and it's a good time. Nothing looks bad. Nothing looks like, oh man. I've seen movies that cost tons of much and doesn't look good at all. But they did a really good job. You can tell that it's not the first rodeo, and they've been working with small budgets for a while. Oh
yeah. If you look at his filmography, just tons of films already, and he's a young guy, and he's done a lot of special effects work as well with Chris Nash, and I think it shows that there was definitely a level of craftsmanship on this project. So not to jump all over your pro, but
so I like the campy humor and the jokes hit pretty well. The movie I don't think ever takes itself really serious. It never takes itself really serious. It's having fun with you the entire time, and it knows it. It makes it a good time from start to finish.
Yeah.
Also, I like the Hunky Boys.
You like the Hunky Boys.
I like the Hunky Boys.
Who doesn't like Hunky Boys?
It's just don't touch my Hunky Boys.
Yeah, it's going to set me off too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't destroy the Hunky Boys. I'll fucking go apeshit.
And the last thing I put in pros was the banging soundtrack and score throughout the movie. It was there's a song you like, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he picked it.
I like the Frig Off song. My wife doesn't. I kept singing it to her today. She was fucking annoyed.
I'm gonna burn the CD
Yeah,
that
yeah.
comes in the actual Blu-ray. Put the soundtrack on a CD too,
yeah.
and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
What about you, Derek? What is
So,
your pros?
I'm essentially going to mimic a lot of the things you just said, but the creature design, this had a very Star Wars feel, in that like all these intergalactic beings they all look drastically different. I am not saying that the production was at the same level, but the creativity was definitely there. So there were so many different ideas that were fully realized, even with how they like battled each other. Just to pick out a couple of them. Obviously, Psycho Goreman, he looked tough as nails, and I love the splash of like fluorescent pink lines through his black skin. It made him pop. He looked awesome. But then his finishing move of a warrior's death was great. The unhinging of his jaw and like feasting on his foes looked crazy, and it had me wanting so much more of that. So that practical work on him was amazing. With Pandora, she looked right out of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, with her crazy headpiece and how her wings like turned into her holy blade. I also loved how she took the form of a human from Earth. Like she summoned the random lady, compressed her body into like a gory little cube, smashed it, and like smeared it on her face. Like that scene was fucking hilarious too, with all the reactions from the Intergalactic Council just being like horrified, her just smearing this blood all over her face. But I thought she looked good and she operated very well. And just to finish out my love fest on the creature designs, the Planetary Alliance group looked amazing. My favorite was the glasshead brain fella. He and somehow he had a very expressive face, and whenever I saw him I just chuckled. So he was amazing. And then with the group of paladins that they met in the woods, was the garbage disposal guy. Like he looked amazing. I think it was just it was really good work in the effects department. A+, very cool.
That was Death Trapper.
Was that his name, Death Trapper?
Death Trapper.
Okay, cool. Moving on, the comedy. Let me preface this by saying I have a very dumb sense of humor. One of my favorite comedies is a movie called Kung Pao, which is admittedly a trash movie where this guy has just superimposed himself via, I think it was like green screen, into an actual martial arts film. It's the lowest IQ of humor, and I love that film. So Psycho Goreman was right up my alley. I was giddy about this concept of a brutal space killer being controlled by these two snot-nosed kids. His interactions with them had a real, like, beaten down, annoyed father vibe. And, like, all of his moans and groans when Mimi was giving him his demands just landed with me, because I also have a demanding child at home. So it resonated with me, and I enjoyed that aspect, and I thought it was funny. Some of my funniest moments were the visions that Greg was having of Psycho Goreman, where he was screaming at him to help them, and he kept coming back because Greg is so inept that he doesn't know where they are, and he keeps asking for directions. So him just coming out, we're like, ah, screaming at him. Greg's just on the toilet, like losing his mind, but he's so stupid he can't even take clues and find out where it is. But I thought that part was hilarious. And also the running gag where PG just can't remember Luke's names to save his life. He keeps referring to him like boy, and like Mimi's brother. So I thought that was a funny gag that kept running throughout the movie. And then this one conversation that Mimi had with her dad, Greg, she was conflicted about giving the gem back to PG. And then Greg reveals this story about a weird creep having him in his van to look at his baseball cards. And he talks about it like it was the most amazing thing that's ever happened to him. So he told her, like, trust the weird, creepy monster friend. And it was another just hilarious part. And anyone who's got, like, sense of humor that's maybe dumbed down like that, I think would enjoy those parts. And finally, for my pros, I have the blood and gore. As soon as we saw PG rip off the heads of the two thieves, I knew we were going to see some sweet carnage. I also appreciated that most of the work was practical, like you were saying, Roger. We got a few CGI moments, but I think it just highlighted things, and it wasn't like they weren't like relying on it. So Steven Kostansky was the director, writer, and Steve Nash did all the practical stuff. So with those guys, obviously there's great care given in this department. I think it was only 3 years later that they would put out In a Violent Nature. So, I mean, that tracks. I think we were both big fans. We talked about In a Violent Nature last year on our top 5 for 2024.
I think I had it at number 2 for me, or 1.
It might have
somewhere
been
in there.
It was at the beginning of my list, but it was top 5.
Yeah,
I mean,
I liked it a lot.
stellar. Last year was a fantastic year too. But yeah, those my pros. Roger, what about cons? What do you got?
I wrote absolutely nothing. Derek.
Absolutely
There's nothing I don't like
nothing.
about this movie or pick out that anything annoys me. I think it goes by pretty quick. It doesn't stall at any point. There's throw in the jokes every couple minutes, and it's just fun. A fun, good time. So that's it.
That's it.
That's my
Some
my
more
con.
pros. Some more pros for your cons.
I just wish they did I wish they could do a sequel.
Well, you showed me in the because you have the obviously you have the Blu-ray,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks like they have some toys out there.
Yep.
There's a lot of
Merch,
merchandise out
shirts,
there.
Action
So-
figures, cups.
I mean, if enough people buy that stuff, they're gonna realize that there's interest and there should be more. So this movie wasn't made too long ago. So maybe we'll see something down the line. Maybe you'll get your wish.
I hope.
I hope you do too.
Is there a star out in the sky I can wish on Derek?
There's always stars out in the sky. You just gotta find the right one.
I found it. It's sitting in front of me.
Aw. I am a hunky boy.
You are.
So there was a weird parent drama that was going on. I enjoyed Greg and his laziness, and that was all funny to me, and I understood Susan's frustration with him, but I found it hard to believe that she's been with Greg for as long as it's been to create Mimi and Luke, and now with the microwave chicken and the TV purchase, while he's staying home from work with quote unquote wrist injury, that's the thing that breaks her. How do we get this far into a relationship with a person who is completely worthless and then things fall apart? So I guess the parent relationship was just odd and dynamic for me. Like, I feel like Susan should have been like, yeah, my husband's a fucking idiot, but we're having fun. But she got irritated enough to, they were like separated at the end, I felt like.
He's a hell of a lover, Derek.
Maybe that is. Did he have he had a stash, right? Or just like a facial hair? I don't know. His receding hairline. His receding hairline and the way he acted gave off uncle vibes more than dad vibes. So that was odd. And then I think my biggest con with this movie is that it is void of any logic. And, I mean, we have a space monster being used as a puppet by a bratty little girl. So it's tough to complain about the plot holes and inconsistencies, but there were plenty. Like at the end, we have the back and forth between Luke and Mimi, and he's finally standing up to her and won't give her the gem. And how does she make up to him to like gain his trust is she sings the Frig Off song. And then also the PG not needing the gem at the end and using love to destroy the planet. I mean, what's going on here? With this being like a comedy, it takes care of that stuff because this isn't based in any kind of real constructed story. It's just a bunch of fucking silly shit going on. I guess it's not too big of a con, but I still I can't whitewash it and not talk about those issues that the movie has.
With love, Derek, anything is possible.
With love, anything is
Yes,
possible.
yeah.
Just randomly thrown into this movie.
And that includes
with
destroying the universe.
With this alien god has been using this gem to power and destroy planets. All of a sudden, it's love.
He had to find his heart.
He did.
And Mimi did that.
Mimi, the most lovable character.
There isn't a gem more powerful than
Mimi's love.
Than the love that they found.
I like that.
In this Hunky Boys.
Oh, so much with the Hunky Boys. But yeah, those were my cons. Let's move on into characters. Roger, what do you got? Some characters you liked, some you hated?
Well, PG, of course, is the star. It's just he's so serious all the time about everything, and it's how he wants to kill you and describes it and everything. It gets me every time, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And Death Trapper is my favorite monster.
So is Death Trapper the bucket guy?
The bucket with that kills and puts his enemies' body parts in it and kind of grinds them away.
Yeah.
And dissolves them inside his bucket. It just looks cool.
Yeah, he looked fucking cool. He was shooting blood all over Psycho Goreman in the battle.
Plus, I like the cop that gets melted.
Oh, the cop is so fucking hilarious.
With the gun, he's just trying to get himself killed or kill himself the entire time because he's in so much pain.
He's just bopping around in the background like, ooh! Just randomly shooting off his gun. The way that he was like controlled by Psycho Goreman was fucking awesome too. he grabbed his gun and like all those like I don't know like vein things shot
Mhm.
out, and he was like he was melting away and just looked on fire. He was awesome.
It reminds me of very trauma-esque,
Yeah.
like Toxic Avenger. That's what it reminds me of when I see him.
Yeah.
That gives me that feeling. In Mimi and Luke, I like their brother sister love you hate you dynamic because it
Yeah.
reminds me a little bit of how I grew up with my sister.
Okay.
A little bit, but yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
That's my favorite.
For characters,
Mm-hmm.
did you have any that you didn't like?
No.
Yeah. Nice. They all served a purpose. For characters, obviously, I think we talked about Psycho Goreman, but yeah, Psycho Goreman was definitely my favorite. His lore and backstory were actually pretty interesting. Love a man who has started off as a slave, and now he's this outer space like murderer of planets. But Psycho Goreman was amazing. As far as Mimi goes, Mimi is she's a fucking menace. She started off funny for me, but soon she was becoming too much for me towards the end. And like Susan and Greg are absolute shit parents with her. You only become a child tyrant when no one is checking you and your insane attitude. So she even dismissed her parents, I think, in her bedroom, and like, how are you fucking kidding me? I would have lost it, but they just walk away, and I think Greg gave her a high five and shit. But yeah, that's what I thought of Mimi. I enjoyed her, but sometimes I felt like I could have used less of her.
Less Mimi.
Less Mimi. Yeah, we talked about the blob cop. What other? All the creature designs were great.
Mhm.
They were all amazing. But yeah. All right, let's move on into dialogue. What do you got for dialogue, Roger?
Do this my PG.
Yeah, do your
Voice.
voice, dude. Does that mean when I do mine, I have to do my PG voice too?
If you
I'll
want,
try.
if you want,
I'll try.
maybe the listeners can determine who has better PG
They'll vote.
voice.
We'll put a poll up. Who's got a better PG voice?
I got. I do not care for hunky boys, or do I? Then he also says, "The horrors you have just witnessed cannot be unseen. Your minds will carry this until it consumes you in a miserable death." But I like when he goes off and just like says the craziest stuff. It just,
Well, I think
it gets me every time.
the best is for him is like his interactions with especially the kids,
Mhm.
because he'll say like,
He
"Oh,
tr-
I'm gonna bathe in your blood," and they're just like, "Okay, bye,
Well,
bye."
he treats them like anybody else. Treats them like adults or
Yes.
anybody else he's seen. Doesn't view them as kids. Maybe that's why they like him so
Maybe
much.
that
'Cause
is.
He treats
Maybe that
them like equals. But my last one
Ooh.
is throwback to Hunky Boys. Is keep away from my hunky boys.
That's right. Because what was it? They were at the shoe factory, and
Yes.
Mimi, Luke, Alistair, they came back, and she brought like the TV and the
Mhm.
and the magazines, and yeah, that was fucking hilarious. She's like, "It's full of hunky boys." He's like, "What do I care about hunky boys?" He's like, "Ooh, do I?" And then at the end, the magazine, he's just like, "My hunky boys." But so I actually had the hunky boys as my little dialogue, but I'll shift over to. It was also the scene where they all showed up at and they brought Alistair along to the shoe factory, and they were getting ready to leave, and Alistair says, "Well, it was nice meeting you," and PG said, "It would be nicer if you were dead." And Alistair just pauses, says, "All right, bye." He goes with his little book bag out of the warehouse. Yeah, that's what I think. Like with the dialogue, that's what I enjoyed the most. Him just being at this constant like, I am a fucking world killer, and you are just talking nonsense to me. And like, and with those moments, you also like you saw him groan and just get mad and be like, ah, because he's just frustrated. He's like, I have to deal with this bullshit of these little kids, and this is not where I operate on at all. So, yeah, I like that dialogue.
I like PJ's. I should have said this when I said characters, but PJ's. I pointed out in the movie, it looks like Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. They dressed him up as.
Oh yeah,
It looks kind of funny. It looks funny. That's all I see when I see him.
That little music montage they had of him trying on the different outfits was pretty enjoyable too. This movie was obviously set in the 90s, very 90s feel, and we even got a 90s montage with clothes changes and all that shit. So that was cool. I enjoyed it. All right, let's move on into our favorite kills / scares. Roger.
There's so many.
I know.
It starts off with a bang with them decapitating the bad guys. It's great when they pulls off the heads.
Yeah, you got the blood spurting all over the place. And
We-
he's got some like outer space magic. He's like pulling him into like a tractor beam.
Then we both laughed at it later in the movie when they came back to the shoe warehouse when Mimi and the brother first see Psycho Goreman, and they knock over the other guy who's like in like his trance where it's like he's like making him suffer for eternity, and they knock him over and the head explodes.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oops."
He's like, my work.
And the guy is like, "Thank you."
That was such a great effect. Actually,
Yeah,
you had the
good.
shattered face blob on the floor, but you have a little bit of mouth, and you're just like, thank you. Amazing work.
Yeah.
Amazing work by the effects
Yeah,
department.
it looked good. It looked real.
Looked so fucking good. It was awesome.
And the exploding child during the
Oh,
montage,
yeah.
where the makes fun of like it looks out weird and he just blinks at him and the child fucking explodes.
He said nice fucking Halloween costume or something, and you're just like bloop, and it's just blood and guts exploded. But
That
was good.
Anytime a child explodes in a movie,
Yeah.
is a great time.
I think the tone of this film that they could have done anything. It was just weird little comedy. But for me, for my favorite kill, it was the guy falling over with all that. But I'd also like to highlight, I think the guy's name was Cassius 3000. He was one of the oh my gosh,
From the
paladin
Oh,
people
yeah.
in the woods.
Yep.
It was the face rip. Caught me off guard. I think Psycho Goreman was making him look into the pool. What was it called? Pool of True Darkness. Or
it's
whatever.
It's the one with the guy with a bird on his.
Yeah, it's got
shoulder.
the little bird
Yeah,
on his
yeah.
shoulder, and the hand comes ripping out of the pond, tears his face off, and there's just these two little eyeballs left, and it looked great. It was an awesome moment, great kill. I would say that's my second favorite kill of the movie.
It reminds me of the Poltergeist scene where they rip the
Oh,
face off, but this one looks a lot better than Poltergeist.
Yeah,
scene.
Poltergeist with what was the face melts? Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
good. I know, I enjoyed it. All right, Roger. Time to get into Final Cut. And that's where I tell the ending of the film and we discuss and give our ratings of 1 to 5 stabs. 1 stab, no redeeming value. 2 stabs, bad. 3 stabs, mediocre. 4 stabs, good. 5 stabs, masterpiece. After defeating the traitorous paladins in the forest, PG is injured. He comes to Greg in a vision demanding that he collects them and the children from the woods. Greg does so, and they drive back to the house where Pandora is waiting with Susan. Susan suggests they hand over PG to Pandora, and Luke agrees. Greg sides with Mimi and drives away with PG, going to the shoe factory to hide out. Pandora reveals her true form before transforming Susan into an armed warrior to help take down PG. PG begs to Mimi to give him the gem and his only way to heal him. She agrees on the promise that he will spare her and her family in his crusade against the galaxy. But when she goes to retrieve the gem from her backpack, it is realized that Luke has stolen it. Pandora, Susan, and Luke arrive and all individually battle Mimi, Greg, and PG. Luke convinces Mimi that the power of the gem and PG have corrupted her and tells her that she is the real monster. Before Pandora can kill PG, he challenges her to a battle which is part of the Templar code. She grants him his request, and you know what that means? Crazy ball time.
And we still can't figure out the rules.
Yeah. Which is the game that Mimi and Luke made up with extremely complex rules. After a confusing and pointless battle, Team Hero defeats Team Suck. But Pandora moves in to attack Mimi and PG anyway because she deems the game completely nonsense. Susan uses her powers to save Mimi but is reverted to her human form by Pandora. Luke and Mimi reconcile and hand the gem to PG, healing him. PG defeats Pandora and gives her a warrior's death by devouring her. PG returns the now powerless gem to Mimi, stating that after witnessing the family's affection for each other, he is now powered by love. He will use that love to destroy the galaxy, but promises to spare the family. The family bids farewell to PG and watches as he begins to destroy their town. A news show shows PG in giant form devastating Earth, and in a deep space, a planetary alliance debates killing themselves before he can reach them. Oh, and Alistair is still a giant brain with tentacles, and his parents are completely oblivious to it. The end. Roger, how'd you feel about the ending of this movie?
I like the ending.
Yeah.
I think it ends the same way it begins perfectly. It's fun. It's not like, it's a happy ending, but it's not a happy ending type of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where he's kind of destroying.
Well,
Planet's still gonna get destroyed, but at least they get spared.
It depends on your perspective.
Yeah.
If you're the family, I guess you're together, and Dad's wrist is broken, but you're together. And what was the fucking town's name? Do you remember the town's name?
No.
Regardless, it's being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
It's being destroyed. Like I said, for me, the end, talked about in my cons, the end had some plot holes for me, but it's tough in a movie that's just fucking silly. But that's how I felt about the ending. Are you ready to give it stabs?
Yes.
Roger, what do you stab Psycho Goreman?
I will stab it 4 stabs, Derek. It's a good movie. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun, and I do enjoy it, and I love this movie.
That's awesome. Well, we didn't talk about this yet, but I came to your house early today.
Yes.
So you and I can enjoy it together.
That's what we tell people.
Is that what we tell
They
people?
were gonna watch the movie.
We watched it.
I was like, Derek, why'd your pants off? Why aren't my pants
Because
off?
it's so hot in here.
That's true.
2 hunky boys.
That's right.
I hope Ian is asleep by this part of the conversation. For my stabs, I say this is a blast. I'm glad Lisa gave it to us to cover. It is not perfect, but I think there are plenty to enjoy as long as Mimi doesn't ruin it for you. So I landed on 4 stabs.
Nice.
4 stabs. Do you want to pounds?
Pound. And that's not in our butts. That is with
it's
our fists.
Fist on fist. Pounds.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Good. All right. So I gave it 4. You gave it 5.
No, 4. I gave it 4 too.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said 5. I'm sorry.
No, 4.
I'm sorry.
I gave it 4.
Nice.
It's not quite a 5.
Yeah.
I hold that for a special movie.
Okay, so curious, because you didn't have any cons. What could have they done maybe more that would have given it a 5 for you? Did you want more of of an element that in this that maybe you didn't get enough of?
No. I think it's pretty good. It's just overall feel after it's over. It's I like to compare it to like what I think a 5-star.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even consider it. It's a sci-fi horror movie, I guess.
It's so many things: sci-fi, horror, action, comedy.
Yeah, there's a lot of things rolled into one. But I kind of compare it to that, and if I don't think it equals that in certain qualities or overall how it sits to me afterwards, then I just kind of drop down a notch, which is 4.
Yeah, it's a feel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
But it does come highly recommended if you have not seen this movie.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun.
Well, it was highly recommended enough by Lisa to be suggested to us on the pod. So,
and if you're on a little bit of a substance, like a gummy or an edible or some sort, it's even more fun.
Okay.
Yes.
You got some vitamins.
Yes, vitamins.
Yeah, go take some vitamins.
Flintstone
vitamins. Ugh, with their chalkiness. Gross. All right. Next up, loose. Oh, wait. I almost skipped a segment because this is Shelly's segment, and I almost fucking skipped over it completely. But
it's my blue eyes. You got lost in them. You're drowning, bro.
I did. Your blue eyes and all your fun qualities. But next up is Voices from Beyond. And that's where we share your guys' thoughts on the movie that you gave to us via social media. So I'm going to go and pull them. This is typically Shelly's section, so I apologize that we aren't getting her lovely voice for this part. But via Facebook, our friend Matt F. said, "Feel good fun. This is what this one is. Well, with heads being pulled off and blood, had no idea this one existed into the wheel, and I am so thankful. PG cracked me up, and I'm not sure if I liked Mimi or not, but I did, I think. Had fun from the beginning to the end. 5-point butt bonus all day. Thanks, Wheel."
Oh, nice. I am glad that we had a listener that really, really enjoyed it as much as they did. That's what I like to hear.
And then on Instagram, we got Ray M. Ray said, "I really feel like the band Guar should have been a part of this movie because they too are intergalactic warriors." That's a great point, Ray. Ray went on to say, "It was an all right movie. Good gory kill scenes, and the story was okay. 2.5 out of 5 stabs." Thank you, Ray. Also, Roger, say hi to Ray. You recorded Dashcam with him. Say hi.
Dashcam man.
Yeah, Dashcam bros.
Yes.
There you go. Even that's an exclusive club.
I'm glad Ray neither loved it or hated it.
Yeah, he was in the middle of the road.
He's like, it's good. Average movie.
And then on the great and almighty TikToks,
Ooh,
my brother, Jeremy, is back on the internet.
Oh, shoot.
He's on TikTok. Jeremy gave us a comment and said, first off, wanted to say it's so good to be able to hear your podcast after like 3 months without a phone. Anyway, enjoyed this movie with a lot of action and seems more like a sci-fi action movie than a horror, but still good. Also some funny parts. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 stabs. So that's Jeremy's stabs. And that takes us through our Voices from Beyond. Thank you, everybody, for giving us your thoughts. As always, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If you watch these movies with us and you take the ride, be sure to share your thoughts so we can get you on the episodes. But, yeah. Next up, Loose Ends.
Yeah, the way you said loose at me, it just makes me got me a little excited.
Oh, really? All right, buddy. So, this is where I just share any fun facts or any lasting thoughts. Roger, did you have anything before I go down with the fun facts that you wanted to share?
No. I'm just glad people enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. It's one of my, it's one of the ones I can throw on whenever and just kind of watch it.
It could be a good background movie.
I think it's one of those movies that the more you view it, the better it gets. I think. Because even the first time I watched it, I was like, it's good. It's good. But then when I put it on the second or third time, I was like, oh, all right, that's a lot better. I catch a little more things and I know what I'm in for. But it's like a fine wine, Derek. It gets better with age.
Yes. Okay. All right, so
plus I was a big Power Ranger guy.
Oh, you were? I was
up
not.
In the early 90s.
How old are you though?
42. Power Rangers is one of those shows that I got into when I was in, I would say, 3rd and 4th grade.
Okay.
Around that time frame, maybe 5th grade. Into that too. But it was one of those shows where we all watched it, but at school we were embarrassed to admit that we watched it. So in school we just made fun of it.
Yeah.
But at home we're all secretly watching the entire thing. I remember a quick story. I went home with one of my friends that lived down the street all the time. He's like, hey, do you want to come over and hang out and watch TV, play some video games? But there was a new episode of Power Rangers. It was like going to like, because this is like right when the White Ranger is coming out, and like it was leading up to that, and I was like, I didn't want to miss it. I was like, can we watch Power Rangers? He's like, you watch Power Rangers? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I watch Power Rangers. I'm like, oh my god,
yes.
So from that point on, every day after school, we went over there and watched Power Rangers
that's cool, dude.
together, and we used to play around with it. So it was a lot of fun. So that's
cool.
why I always say it's one of those things that we never admit to watching, but we all watched it.
Yeah,
but it was great.
There was definitely, during that time when we were at the same age, there was a level of, I don't know if you would say, kids our age looked at Power Rangers as like this dorky thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there was definitely that vibe to it, and like kids who watched it were dorks. But minus all that, I didn't watch it. I was too head over heels for Ren and Stimpy.
You're too punk.
No,
Too punk for
I didn't-
Power Rangers.
Actually, at the time, I was listening to a lot of R&B, a lot of Boys to Men, a lot of Belle Biv DeVoe, a lot of In Vogue. Remember those jams?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're getting way off track. Free my mind, and the rest will follow. Do. In Vogue rips. All right, so here's some fun facts about Psycho Goreman. Psycho Goreman is from the planet Gygax, which is most likely a reference to one of the creators of Dungeons and Dragons, E. Gary Gygax.
Nerd.
Do you play?
I do not.
Dragons?
That's another level of geekum to me.
I got some buddies.
I don't do that.
I got some buddies that play
But I
dungeon.
respect it.
Yeah, I respect the shit out of it. My one buddy was a dungeon master, and shout out Alex. And he was showing me how he runs his campaign, and I was like, dude, that is a level of detail and effort I can't even wrap my head around.
Is he married to a woman?
He is married to a woman.
All right.
He's been married for a long time.
See, you can play Dungeons and Dragons, be a dungeon master, and still get it.
Yep. You can have it all, everyone.
Yeah,
You can be a dungeon daddy and a bedroom daddy.
I wonder if he runs a campaign in the bedroom.
I bet he does.
He's like, roll the dice, and we'll see what we do next.
Alex, you'll have to follow us on social media and let us know. All right, so some more fun facts. Kristen McLouch who played Pandora, doubles as Alistair's mom. So the lady sitting at the dinner table at the end with the Alistair brain is actually the one who physically plays Pandora. So shout out to Kristen. All right, for the scenes that required blood and gore special effects, the child actors were forbidden on set. To achieve this, in all the scenes with the kids were shot first, followed by shooting scenes with adults as stand-ins for the kids. All right, for my final fun fact, I have writer-director Steven Kostanski came up with the film's idea when he watched Rawhead Rex. He hated that film, but he thought, what if Rawhead Rex met E.T.? Other influences included Masters of the Universe, great movie, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers,
Yes.
and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990.
You haven't brought Rawhead Rex to the wheel yet.
No, do you want to give it to us for next year?
Maybe.
Maybe. If we land on Deathgasm.
You did Tammy and the T-Rex.
We've done that.
That, but not Rawhead Rex.
Tammy and the T-Rex is a fucking banger. Yes?
I still have not seen it.
Oh,
I haven't watched it. I
need
see
to
it.
watch it.
I seen it on streaming, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But I do want to watch it.
I feel like we need to watch it with Carrie. Because Carrie, that's her jam.
She does. I heard she loves some Tammy and the T-Rex.
She enjoyed
But I do like movies like that. So
yeah,
we just watched one.
Yeah, exactly. We had a blast. Okay. All right. That's it. That's all we have to say about the beloved and irreplaceable Psycho Goreman.
Can I give a couple recommendations if you like Psycho Goreman?
Yeah.
I was telling Derek before, if I asked him if he had seen these, if you like this one, check out Turbo Kid. Not by the same guys, but same type of feel.
Yeah, well, it's got the same. It's definitely the same vibe. Yeah.
And the movie The Editor.
Editor. Yes, another one of Kostanski's projects. Earlier project, right? Editor.
I think
it came out
yeah.
before.
Yeah, it came out before. Yeah, but
Yeah.
those are fun ones in the same type of feel. If you like Psycho Goreman, check those out.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Roger.
You're welcome.
And
Roger's recommendations.
Hey, Roger's recommendations. I like them. Roger's corner of recommendations. All right, so let's get ready to get to the Wheel of Death.
I love death.
So, first and foremost, Roger, would you please do us the honor of picking a movie to replace Psycho Goreman out of the Trick or Treat monster bag? Boop, 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 boop.
It's an honor to
yeah,
touch the bag.
touch the bag that Shelly's hand has been in numerous times.
There's I pulled out an Amazon cord. What is that?
That is my cell phone charger. Sorry,
What movie is
I
that?
forgot to take it out.
Is that mean we're putting on like Stranger?
Short circuit.
It's coming from inside the house.
Oh yeah, one missed call.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Roger's in there doing his deed.
All right, I pulled
one movie.
I got it.
Okay, Roger's
I
got a
got
movie to replace Psycho Goreman. What is it?
Oh, nice. It's from Matt F.
Matt F. Oh, okay.
John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness.
Prince of
1987.
Darkness. Matt F. is the gentleman who was very. I think he gave it 5. He said 5 butt points.
This
Matt F.
This was
That's his movie.
this was meant to be.
Yes, it was Prince of Darkness.
It was foretold. I would pull this from the bag.
Yeah, the good vibes.
Should I read the
If you want to, my little synopsis.
graduate, as Derek spelt it, students?
Oh.
It should be students, but he spelled it students. Uncover a canister at a church that leaks a strange liquid and unleashes an evil force.
Forces of evil.
Coming to you this October.
Or December.
December. I forgot what month they're in.
No, November. But we'll see. We're getting towards it.
We're getting towards it. Cold.
We're getting towards it. Actually, and just so everyone knows, this just popped in my brain, but this is our 9th movie this season, and we're only doing 12, so we have 3 more.
So you're saying only 3 more chances for Deathgasm?
Only 3 more chances. So we'll see. Speaking of, let's discuss what's on the wheel and then spin it, shall we?
We shall.
All right. So the first movie is Zombie. Next, Heart Eyes, new movie.
Oh, we had a couple of them at Spooky Empire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did.
Had 3 of them, yeah.
Yes, very good. Next, we have Chopping Mall.
Great.
Then Hellraiser, Martyrs. You see that one?
I have not seen Martyrs, but I've heard it's pretty. It's an intense one.
It's intense. It's bleak. It's brutal. It's all that stuff. You'll have a good time. Next up, we have Long Legs.
My long legs.
Long legs.
Long legs.
Can you see my long legs? After that, we have Brain Damage. And then we have Slay. Newly added, Prince of Darkness. And then our last movie on the wheel, Roger R's.
Deathgasm.
Deathgasm. All right, and we're going to save said wheel. We're going to go back to this. Roger, you ready to chant Wheel of Death with me?
Yes.
Cool. Wheel of Death. Wheel of Death. Wheel of Death. Wheel of Death.
All right.
What is it?
It's Deathgasm.
You fucking kidding me?
I called it. I said before we record, I hope we get Deathgasm next.
Listen,
And we did it.
Evidence. Roger saw it with his own eyes. Are you fucking kidding me?
Derek, don't look down below my waist because I
Oh my
might
gosh.
have a boner. I might be a little, and I'm wearing Adidas pants, so you can see it clearly
that's
defined.
hilarious.
You can see the veins.
Oh, so Deathgasm. We got to see where Deathgasm's playing.
If you like Psycho Goreman, you will also like Deathgasm.
Deathgasm. All right, so I'm looking up where Deathgasm.
It should be streaming in a couple
Uh-oh.
spots. It was at one point. It was streaming like everywhere. Yeah.
All right, so listen, it's on Tubi. It's on Plex. It looks like if you have a subscription to Prime, you can watch it for free there. It is available. It's easily available. So everyone do go check out Deathgasm.
I think it's from New Zealand.
Yeah, it's New Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
and the soundtrack bangs.
all right,
It's
so
so good.
let's just read the overview. Two teenage boys unwittingly summon an ancient evil entity known as the Blind One by delving into black magic while trying to escape their mundane lives. So, yeah, we got Deathgasm next. We were talking about, like, what if we fucking land on Deathgasm? What are the odds?
Just keep recording.
Yeah, just keep. Yeah, I'm gonna get a cot, because you have nowhere else for me to sleep. I'm gonna get a cot and I'm gonna sleep in your dining room, and we'll record Deathgasm. Maybe Lisa can join us for that one.
She likes Deathgasm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, she likes it a lot, as much as
Yeah.
me.
So, I think Shelly's out traveling for a bit, so she's gonna miss a couple episodes. So we'll see if Lisa wants to join.
Yeah, I think she'll be down
She
for
could
that
be
one.
down? All right, cool. All right, so let's wrap this bad boy up. Next episode drops November 26th. Don't miss out and tune in until the end of the season, where we'll be taking all the films we watched and have them battled out in our deathmatch tournament. If you listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please give us a rating and review if you like what we do. You can find us on Facebook and TikTok by searching Little Bracket of Horrors, and on Instagram by typing at Little Bracket of Horrors. We also have merch available at tpublic.com. Just search for our name in their website search bar or pay attention to our socials for a direct link. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm Derek.
I'm Roger.
And we will catch you on the other side.
This is PG. I will bathe in your blood.
You have created a monster and it will destroy you. It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! The monster has been seen in the hills terrorizing the mountainside. I'm ready! Take your torches and go!
Are you ready?
Yes. Are we doing the song?
Oh, yeah. Fucking doing this song.
Where did you find it?
On YouTube.
Oh, I
Ready?
was going. I was gonna pull up the lyrics real quick.
Oh, yeah. Remember, you can't drum right? No. No, he's got the beat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freak all the rest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freak off. Freak you. Freak off. Oh, yeah. Freak yourself. I was singing this while doing the dishes today.
This for Carrie. Dedication.
I'm the heckin' best. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the clip from the movie, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's not the recorded. Freedom! Freedom! Now it morphs into it, but yeah. All right. Frig yourself. All right. All right, that was fun. Roger, we'll see you later, buddy.
Thanks, Derek.
Me.
Bye.
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to do the intro?
Sure.
Do you remember it?
No.
Okay. Welcome to Little Bracket of Horrors. To Little
Brackets
of Horrors.
of
Horrors.
horrors.
The pod
That
puts
the
fight.
fight and fright.
Yeah. You got it, buddy. Whenever you're ready, you can kick it off, and then we'll take like a beat, and then I'll jump in.
Okay.
All right?
Welcome to Little Bracket of Horror, the pod that puts the fright.
The
No,
fight.
fight. Damn it.
You got
Should I
it.
try it again? Try it again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Welcome to the Little Bracket of Horror, the pod that puts the fight in fright.